Ames High is coached by Vance Downs and assistant coach Gary Justman. And now, here is your starting lineup for Ames. At guard, 6-foot senior number 22, James Taves. At guard, a 6'2 junior number 34, Jordan Gilmore. At guard, a 6-foot junior number 30, Ryan Cadis. At forward, a 6'3 junior number 32, Austin Arnott. At center, a 6'10 senior number 54, Ross Marsden.
And we are underway as Ames High basketball being played here tonight on News Talk 1430 KASI. We'll set the lineups for you in a moment. The Mason City Mohawks in town to take on Little Cyclones. Again, getting off to a very early start here tonight. Mason City wearing their away black uniforms with black numbers trimmed in white and red. So almost kind of tough to pick up. Here's their starting five on the floor. Danny Rule is at the point. Second in the Central Iowa Metro League in scoring, averaging better than 16 points a game. The other guard is Corey Tass, John Lee, Marcus Allen, and Max Stambaugh on the floor. For Ames High, it'll be James Taves, Ryan Cadis, Austin Arnott, Jordan Gilmore, and Ross Marsden. Very patient Mason City Mohawk team as they try to work it in. Here's Stambaugh at the foul line, guarded by Marsden, looks to drive, now backs out with a pass to Corey Tass. Ames High will stick with the man-to-man defense. Again, Mason City going to a four-corner look. Here's Marcus Allen looking to penetrate. They get it in the hands of Danny Rose, who's guarded by Cadis. Rose at the top of the circle will pass it back to Allen. A minute-long possession. Allen on the drive. Shot rejected away by Gilmore. And then he's reached in upon by Marcus Allen. There's the first foul of the game. And Ames High getting after defensively. What a stand after a minute possession by Mason City to start the contest. So it will be Austin Arnott who will inbound it from the far sideline and backcourt. He'll get it off to Jordan Gilmore. Mason City defensively showing that they're going to really go in the triangle and two defense right now. Going to force the hands of everybody. James Taves and Austin Arnott, the ones who are drawing the two-man assignment. Ross Marsden probably going to be looking at a triple team for most of the night. Driving in is Cadis, the layup no good, gets his own rebound and is fouled on his way down, and the foul going against Mason City, which will be their second team foul. This one against Corey Tass, that'll be his first, and right away, Troy Rude, the first-year head coach for Mason City, going to his bench. And checking in will be Matt Cleveland, a 6'3 junior. Backing in Arnott on the block right side, layup no good, gets his own rebound, cut back, missed it from the left side, going to track down his rebound. Back out to Gilmore for three, it's up good, a three-pointer just left of the key by Jordan Gilmore. And Ames High is on the board with a 3-0 lead with 6:10 to go here in the opening period. Some fast-paced action already. Here's Danny Rose on the drive. Pulls up the foul line, nearly had it taken away. Pass it back out to Tass. He'll fire up a 19-footer. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Cleveland. Left blocked. Jumper up, partially deflected away by Arnott, who will come down to the ball. Ahead to Gilmore. Front court left side. It goes to Taves inside. Marsden layup left hand. No good from the left side, but he draws contact on the shot. And Ross Marsden will go to the line to shoot two. 3-0. Little Cyclones with the lead. 5:47 left to go here in the opening period.
Fouls on Rose, his first.
And that foul on Danny Rose, that's his first. He's had foul problems this year. Marsden's first free throw is up and good, and it's a 4-0 Little Cyclone lead with 5 fouls already in the game by Mason City. They appear to be a step slow. The next free throw by Marsden is up off the back end of the rim. No good as it ricochets away. And the Mohawks come up with a basketball. 4-0 lead for Little Cyclones. Danny Rose at the point will bounce it up top of the circle to Tass, who's guarded by Taves. Dribbles left, now will bounce it down to the corner left side to Rose. Looks to penetrate in from the wing, but he's bodied on his way to the hoop by Ryan Cadis. He'll pick up his first personal. Team foul number 1 against Ames High. right, check that, an illegal screen. Nothing against Cadiz, but Stambaugh picks up the illegal screen. That's a turnover by Mason City, their first of the ball game. And Ames High will have the basketball. Facing the man-to-man defense now as Mason City will switch it up. Here's Arnaud, foul line, kicks it back out. Gilmore, left wing. Jordan to the top of the circle to Marsden. Underneath, Arnaud, layup right side, no good. Putback was there though by Marsden, who was crashing in from the top of the circle. Marsden with a quick three, and it's a 6-0 Little Cyclone lead on Mason City. Danny Rose looking to drive in, nearly had it taken away. It's lost in traffic. Steal by Cadiz, front court, right side, layup by Arnaud, no good. Putback is there by Marsden. Ross Marsden has a lot of points already off of the offensive glass. In fact, he's made 2 shots off the offensive rebounds. And it's an 8-0 lead in favor of Little Cyclones. Timeout taken by Mason City. There's some big news we'll relay to you coming up tomorrow on Sports Saturday starting at 10 o'clock. Again from the Jordan Motor Complex. Jordan Gilmore steals the ball in the inbounds pass, will lay it up and in with the right hand. Gilmore with 5, a season high. And the Little Cyclones with a 10-0 lead now. Gilmore with a reach in on Corey Tass. And that will be the first team foul against Ames High. 10-0 Little Cyclones starting fast, as Coach Vance Downs had said during the pregame show. 4:28 to go here in the opening period. Ames High with a double-digit lead. Here's Danny Rose looking to drive in the hoop with the left hand. Goes up the layup, no good. Rebound, pot boards, tipped around in the lane, and it comes down to James Tays. He'll have it front court left side. Tays will back off, get it to Gilmore. Now to Cadiz, looking to drive in from the right wing, cut off. Passes it back, far side of the court. They go inside. Left block on Marsden. Turnaround jumpers up, no good. Tip up, not there by Arnaud. And the rebound comes down to Mason City and Max Stambaugh. 10-0 Little Cyclones. 3:54 to go here in the opening period. Lee will pass it to the foul line to Cleaver. He'll kick it back out to John Lee. Right in between the rings. Picked up by Gilmore. Ames High sticking with the man-to-man. Lee on the left side wing, looks to drive into the lane. Cut off by Gilmore, bounces it back out to Tass, who looks to drive in, lost it in traffic, and it's tipped away, and another steal by the Little Cyclones. 4th turnover of the game by Mason City. And Ames High will have it back in the half-court offense, up 10-0. Here's Marsden, foul line, left block Arnaud, layup, no good, rebound, putback is there by Ross Marsden. And Marsden's having a big night on the offensive glass. It's a 12-0 Little Cyclone lead with 3:10 to go in the opening period. Danny Rose will bounce it off top of the circle to Cleveland. Back to John Lee, right wing. Passes it top of the circle as they get off the Tass. Now back to Danny Rose to reset. 2:54, Rose for 3. He'll bank it in from the top of the circle. Tough way for Mason City to score, but they do get the first field goal of the game. It's a 9-point Little Cyclone lead with 2:42 now to go in the opening period. Ames High with the basketball. And the lead. Tays at the point, throws it left corner to Arnaud. Looks driving along the baseline. Arnaud swings it back out to Marsden. Back out to Gilmore for 3, right wing. It's up off the mark, rebound. Arnaud, put back not there. Marsden with the rebound. His layup is up and in. Ross Marsden with a huge first period. It's 14-3 Little Cyclones. 2:14 now left to go in the opening frame. Lee with it on the right side of the court. Picked up by Gilmore, takes a dribble, will give it up to Tass. Now left to the key. Takes a couple of dribbles, now looks to penetrate in. Goes down to the floor, still maintains his dribble. Now fired up into trap and gets stolen away by Ames High. Front court right side, Cadiz to Arnaud. Layup is good off the glass for 2. Arnaud was 0 for his first 5, but he finally gets a shot to fall. And it's now 16-3 Little Cyclones. Stambaugh, high post right side. Back out the Rose. Picked up by Cadiz. Rose drives in, foul line, jumpers up good. A 15-foot floater by Danny Rose. He's got all 5 Mason City points at 16-5 with 1:25 to go in the opening frame. Little Cyclones with the basketball. Near side wing to the corner. Cadiz for 3. It's up good. A 3-pointer by Ryan Cadiz. And it's a 19-3 Little Cyclone lead. 1:12 to go in the opening period. Stambaugh, right block, picked up by Marsden, drives in underneath the hoop, too far under, it goes up with a scoop shot, and it's taken down by Arnaud. Front court right side. Here's Cadis. Pulls up. Baseline runner. No good. Rebound to Mason City. Inside of a minute to go in the opening period. Ames High up 19-5. Driving in Danny Rose. His layup up. No good. Rebound goes to Jordan Gilmore. And the Little Cyclones are off and running.
Gilmore still with the ball in the dribble.
Gilmore into the front court. Ames High might hold for one here. Marsden top of the circle to Arnaud. He'll drive it into the right hand. Layup is up. Good. Now Arnaud's getting it down. Back-to-back buckets for him. 21-5. Little Cyclones with a 16-point lead. Inside of 30 seconds to go here in the opening period. Tass will have it top of the circle. Takes a dribble to his left. Bounces it to the corner. Rose, a 19-footer. Knocked the mark. Rebound fought for. Rose will get it back. Inside of 12 to go in the period. And Rose will lay it up and in with the right hand for 2. Danny Rose with all 7 points for Mason City. And the inbounds pass kicked away, and it will be recovered out of bounds. Ames High will hold on to a couple of substitutions into the game for Little Cyclones. Checking in for the first time, Nick Litwiller, Chris Voss, and Eric Bunker. Cadis and Marsden remain on the floor. Bunker will get the ball inbounded. Now Chris Voss will be at the point, down to 4 seconds to here to go in the period. Voss to Marsden with one. He doesn't recognize the clock, and that will be the end of the first period. Little Cyclones don't get a shot off, but they have a 21-7 lead over Mason City. We'll take a minute break. When we come back, more here from Ames High Gymnasium. You're listening to Little Cyclone Basketball here on KASI.
Welcome back to Ames High School. Chris Burns, 13 KGLO. It's a 21-7 ball game.
21-7, Little Cyclones on the lead as we start the second period of play. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Ames High in control. On the floor, it is Voss, Cadis, Bunker, Marsden, and Litwiller. Here's Marsden, block right side, triple team, back out to Voss. Inside to Litwiller, pass stolen away, but a 3-second violation committed by Ames High. That's their first turnover of the game. And the ball will go to Mason City. 14 fouls against Mason City, 1 against Ames High. And we're just in the early goings. Ames High's been playing quick and fast against the Mohawks here tonight. And looking pretty impressively coming out of that long winter break. Haven't played since December the 17th. Inside, here's Stambaugh backing in a Marsden. Turn on jump shot up, rejected away by Marsden. He'll scoop it ahead to Voss. Front court, the pass stolen away by Lee. Back-to-back turnovers for Ames High. Mason City back to the basketball. Lee into the front court and will hand it off to Danny Rose. He'll go high post right side to Stambaugh. He'll fire up a 16-footer and get it to go right over the top of Ross Marsden. Max Stambaugh hits the J, and it's 21-9. Little Cyclones. Bunker with the drive. Baseline left side, left it short. Eric tries to get his own rebound back and does along the baseline. Now we'll kick it back out to Voss to reset. Bunker in the left corner gets it to Marsden. Left block, back out to Voss. Cadis on the right wing, looks to penetrate in. Layup right hand, good by Ryan Cadis. The drive and the finish by Cadis. And it's a 23-9 lead for the Little Cyclones. Ames High off and rolling here tonight. Mason City goes with the alley-oop pass to Marcus Allen. He catches it, fires it to Stambaugh in the corner, will fumble it out of bounds, and Mason City will turn it over for the 6th time this evening. James Tays, Austin Arnaud, back into the lineup. Out goes Voss, Gilmore, and Marsden. Full court pressure now by Mason City as Ames High will inbound it in backcourt towards the near side corner. Lob it ahead to Tays, right at the half-court line to Cadis, all alone, right-hand layup, not there. Was all alone, and Stambaugh will get the rebound for Mason City. Mohawks in business, left side. Here's Marcus Allen on the drive, pulls up baseline, runner-up, no good. Rebound to Litwiller. And now a traveling violation committed by Ames High as Litwiller and Tays were tied up. And Ames will tie it, or turn it over for the 3rd time here in the first half. 6:09 to go in the first half. 23-9 your score in favor of Ames High. Mason City will play it in, baseline to the right. Allen gets it into Stambaugh. Block, or jumper from the block, can't get it to fall. The rebound to R9. He'll get it ahead Cadis, right side to the corner to Bunker. He'll drive baseline, pulls up 14-footer, rejected away by Stambaugh. Another block for Stambaugh, that's his 2nd of the night. Mason City comes down with the basketball with 5:50 to go in the first half. Inside it goes to Lee. His jumper not there, and the rebound tipped out of bounds by Arnaud. Mason City will get it back. Mohawks will play it in underneath their own hoop, baseline to the right. It'll be Danny Rose to look to get it in. Does to Stanbaugh. Now to Allen on the right wing. Now back to Rose outside of the arc. Rose puts it on the floor, backs in on Cadis, and is tied up by Arnaud. Will somehow hand it off to Allen. Back right it goes to Stanbaugh. He'll spin in the lane. Layup up, no good. Rebound comes down to Ames High, and a foul on Mason City. That'll be the 16th foul against the Mohawks. The second against Max Stanbaugh. He'll come out of the lineup, and now Matt Cleveland will be back in. Ames High up 23-9. Now James Tays calling for a timeout as he has trouble getting the ball inbounded in backcourt. 5-second timeout charge. The Little Cyclones will hold it right here. And Little Cyclones with the lead. Ames High being paced by Ross Marston, who's got 9 points. 8 of those 9 coming off the offensive glass. He's been able to rebound it and fire it back up. Little Cyclones in front court will play it around the perimeter. Tays to Bunker, top of the circle. Takes a couple of dribbles with his right hand to the near side of the court. To Cadis. Inside it goes to Arnaud. Block left side, drives. Goes up the shot, hits it, count it. And Austin Arnaud will go to the line to try to convert the 3-point play. Arnaud was 0 for his first 5, but he's hit his last 3 shots. Now 3 of 9 from the floor and trying to add to his point total. He says he's got 6. Trying to come up with a 3-point play right here. 25-9, Little Cyclones with the lead. Check in for Marcus Allen.
5 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first.
Free throw by Arnaud is up and good. And it's a 26-9 Little Cyclone lead. Arnaud now with 7. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Little Cyclones are dominating on the paint tonight. A lot of points in that area. Here's Cleveland. Back outside. Keller for 3. It's up, no good, but he's fouled on the shot by Arnaud. And Brett Walker will go to the line, rather, to shoot 3 free throws. Arnaud picks up his first, the second team foul against Ames High.
Brett Walker at the line for the Mohawks.
And Brett Walker will be at the line. The free throw by Walker is up and no good. Now he'll be awarded a couple of more free throws here. The next one on the way is up and good. 26-10 your score now. Ames High up by 16. The next free throw on the way is up, no good. And the rebound in the lane tipped around, and Arnaud will haul it down. 26-10, 4:40 now left to go in the first half. Gilmore will get it off to Cadis on the right wing. To Arnaud. He'll go inside. Marston, right hand layup, no good. Kind of fired up in traffic, but Mason City hauls down the rebound. Danny Rose will slowly walk it ahead for the Mohawks. Looks to cross over. Left hand on the dribble. Drives the lane. Dishes it right. Layup is up and good. What a drive and finish by Mason City as Cleveland puts it up and in. 26-12. Ames High with the lead, but Mason City fighting back here in the second period. High post right side. Marsden kicks it back out to Gilmore. Now back to Cadis for 3. It's up, no good from the wing, and the rebound to Mason City. Ames High has gone cold from the floor here in the second period. Danny Rose for 3. He'll hit it. A 3 by the right wing by Danny Rose. He's got 10 points. Mason City now within 11, 26-15 with 3:45 to go in the first half. Here's Gilmore. Out of Cadis, right wing. Mason City is just packing it in on the inside. Gilmore, top of the circle for 3. It's up, no good. Rebound to Arnaud. He'll fire it up, can't get it to go, but he's fouled on the floor. Arnaud will go to the line anyway because that's the 7th team foul against Mason City. So Arnaud at the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Foul on Brett Walker.
Foul on Brett Walker, his first. Arnaud with 7 already in the game. Now trying to go there to add to his point total. Boy, there have been some classic matchups between Ames and Mason City. You think back just a few years ago. Number 1 versus number 10 as Renaud misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and the rebound comes down to Mason City. How about that double overtime classic in which Jeff Warner scored 50, but Ames High still won. And the score for both teams was in the 90s. Simply amazing. Packed house here at Ames High Gymnasium. Not so tonight. Still a fair crowd. Danny Rose will have it outside of the arc. On the right side, will spin back to the middle as he drives in. Goes up with a weird shot, and the rebound comes down to Ross Marsden. Marsden might have deflected it away. Gilmore, front court, left side to Cadis. On the wing, passes it baseline left, driving in Arnaud, layup no good, rebound tipped out of bounds, and it will belong to Ames High. Gilmore will play it in, baseline to the left underneath the zone hoop. Mason City sticking with that zone defense as they pack it into the middle. Here's Tays for 3, left corner. It's up good! A zone buster by James Tays, a 3 from the left corner. Ames High now extends their lead back to 14. 2:40 to go in the first half. 29-15 your score. Mason City back with the ball on the near side wing. Here's Walker, looks to drive in, kicks it to the corner to Lee. He'll pass it up, reverse right side wing. 3 on the way by Danny Rose. It's up, no good. Rebound comes down to Marsden. He'll get it off to Tays, now to the corner left side to Cadis. Drawn nod. Marsden, high post to the corner left side for 3. Cadis, it's up, good! A 3-pointer by Ryan Cadis. His second triple of the ball game. And Ames High is rolling now, 32-15. 2:04 to go here in the first half. Mason City got the lead down to 11. Here's Walker on the drive, kicks it left side. Kellen, layup, rejected away by Marsden. He'll scoop it back up to Walker. Hits the shot as he falls in the lane and is fouled, and he'll go to the line to try to convert the 3-point play. That foul against Austin Arnaud, his second. 32-17 with 1:54 to go in the first half. The free throw on the way by Walker is up and good. And Brett Walker does convert the 3-point play. 32-18. Little Cyclones with the lead. As Ames High will look to walk it ahead against the full court pressure. Still in backcourt with the ball. Jordan Gilmore will get it across as he shoots it over to Litwill. Now to Cadis, right side wing for 3. Tays jumper up, no good. And now a late whistle as Tays was taken down to the ground by John Lee. They're going to say it was after the shot. And now Tays will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 18 fouls called against Mason City, and John Lee will pick up his first. Tays a pretty good free throw shooter, as you would figure. The first one on the way is up and no good. Rebounded Marsden in the lane. He'll kick it back out to Gilmore to Tays for 3, left wing. It's up, good! A 3-pointer by James Tays again. And it's 35-18 Little Cyclones. 1:25 now to go in the first half. Tays bombing away from the outside. Ames High has been able to hit that triple with Mason City crowding the lane. Mohawks will have it with Danny Rose. He'll fire up a 19-footer from the right elbow. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Jordan Gilmore. Here come the Little Cyclones into the front court, down the floor, left to the right. Gilmore will slow it down with 1:03 to go in the first half. Here's Cadis driving in to Gilmore. Now to Tays, quickly covered up by Lee. Gilmore in between the rings will pass it back right. Cadis will fire up a 3 from the wing. It's up, it's good! A 3-pointer by Ryan Cadis. And it's now 38-18, Little Cyclones with a 20-point lead. Danny Rose will drive in, baseline right side. His shot taken away by Marsden. Front court left side, here's Gilmore. Looks to penetrate in. Gilmore fires up the shot and hits the layup. Big time aggressive move by Jordan Gilmore. He's got 7, 40-18 Little Cyclones. Lee on the other end, his layup no good. Rebound to Tays with 25 to go in the first half. Gilmore will have it right at the center ring. Ames High with a 40-18 lead. Ames is going to hold for one here with 12 seconds to go in the first half. Gilmore at the point. Dribbles it to the far side of the court. Now to Cadis, top of the circle, looks to drive in. Baseline jumpers up, no good. Rebound underneath, goes to Mason City as time expires. Ames High with a 40-18 lead as they outscore the Mohawks 19-11 in the second period. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, the halftime show.
Can you give me one more week? I've got a big gymnastics tournament here and I got to get going.
We'll do it. We won't make fun of your hair.
Thanks.
And we're back with second half action just getting underway. Little Cyclones with a 40-18 lead. John Lee fires up a three from the left side of the key. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Jordan Gilmore. Little Cyclones up and running. Marston underneath the hoop gets the pass from Gilmore. And his shot up no good, but he's fouled as he came down with the rebound. And it looks like it is going to be a two-shot foul as Marston was quickly going back up with the basketball. Ames High up 40-18. 16 seconds gone by here in the second half. Little Cyclones trying to improve to 3-0 in Iowa Conference play. And to 6-1 overall. The free throw up and good by Marston. He now has reached double figures. He's got 10. Next free throw on the way is up and good. So Marston hits them both. He has 11, 42-18. Little Cyclones out in front. Big challenge for Chris Vance Downs and his team to stay with it. Not get complacent with this big lead. John Lee, right side wing, gives it up top of the circle to Tass. He's guarded by Tays. He'll bounce it off to Marcus Allen. He'll dribble it to the right corner, picked up. Now get off to Danny Rose. He'll go inside. Backing in is Cleaver. Turnaround jumpers up no good, but he's fouled on the attempt by Marsden, who will pick up his first personal. Team foul number 1 against Ames High. And to the line, it is Matt Cleveland. Cleveland with a field goal already in the game. First free throw attempt on the night is up and good. In fact, Mason City as a team is only their second player to the line. Brent Walker was 2 of 4. Now make it 3 of 5 as a team and make it 4 of 6 as Cleveland hit both. And it's 42-20. Little Cyclones with a 22-point lead again. Gilmore will work it down the floor, right to the left, right at the center ring as he breaks the half-court line. Dribbles it over to the near side wing. Bounce pass inside left block to Marston. Now to Arnaud, right side. Layup no good, but Marston called for the foul as it goes up over the back of Danny Rose to get the rebound. And Ross Marston picks up a couple of quick team fouls, and it's a 42-20 lead. And now Nick Marsden missed the Valley game, but Ames High ended up winning that contest. In a big way, coming back from 10 down in the last 3 minutes to win the contest. Here's Marcus Allen from the top of the circle for 3. It's up, no good. Rebound comes down to Tays. To Gilmore, front court left side of the key. Gilmore in the wing will look to bounce it in, and it's stolen away by Danny Rose. Ames High will turn it over, but Arnaud steals it right back. The ball lost out of bounds, and it will stay with Ames High. Mason City with their 7th turnover of the first half. Ames High does have 4 for the game. So they've played pretty well considering they've had a long layoff. Now Jordan Gilmore will inbound at baseline, left side underneath the hoop. Slaps it. Now holds it around waist high, gets it into Tays. He'll pull up 18-foot jumpers up and good by James Tays from the left elbow. His 8th point of the night, 44-20. The Cyclones by 24. Marcus Allen, baseline right side, picked up by Arnaud. He'll bounce it into Stanbaugh, working on Litwiller. Here's the layup. That's up and good by Stanbaugh as he fires and hits the shot off the glass for 2. 44-22. Little Cyclones with the lead in the ball. With it right now is Jordan Gilmore. Goes to Cadis, top of the circle, dribbles it left. Now fires up a 17-foot fadeaway that goes through. Ryan Cadis has had the hot hand tonight. He's got 13 points, 46-22, Little Cyclones. Front court left side, John Lee drives in. His layup up, no good, but he's fouled on the shot. And will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul against Nick Litwiller. Check that, make it Jordan Gilmore his second. Team foul number 3 against Ames High with 5:49 left to go here in the third period. Free throw by John Lee is up, no good as he left it short. Test for Mason City. The next free throw by Lee is up and good. So he hits 1 out of 2. 46-23 your score. Little Cyclones have doubled up Mason City at this point with 5:40 to go in the third period. Here's Cadis on the right wing, looks to penetrate to the foul line. He'll pull up, 15-footer is good. And Ryan Cadis is really starting to shine now. He's got 15 points in the contest, 48-23 Little Cyclones. Clever, Cleveland picked up by Arnaud, drives in from the top of the key, pulls up the foul line, and he'll hit a 14-foot J. So Matt Cleveland gets the jump shot, 48-25. Well, the Cyclones out in front, 5:10 to go in the third period. Here's Cadis, top of the circle, will bounce it into Arnaud, in the lane, backs in, spins left, goes up right hand, layup, good by Austin Arnaud. His 9th point of the night, 50-25. The Cyclones again have doubled up Mason City. Danny Rose has been held pretty much under control by Ryan Cadis. Mason City will have the ball left to the key. Here's John Lee driving in from the wing, back out to Rose into the corner. Rose goes inside to Stambo on the block, backs in, spins left, turn on jumper, up, no good, rebound to Litwiller. Good defense that time by Nick, who outlet it ahead to Gilmore. At the point, Jordan dribbles it to the far side of the court on the wing. Looks to enter it to Cadis, nothing there. Now I'll throw it up to Cadis at the top of the circle, back to Gilmore on the right wing. To Litwiller. Left side wing to Cadis. He'll penetrate in the lane, back up to Litwiller. He'll pull up, 17-footer is up and good by Nick Litwiller. That's the first point off the bench for Ames High tonight, and it's 52-25. 4:05 now left to go in the third period. Weaver at the top of the circle. Ames High with a man-to-man defense. Jordan Tass will have it. He'll bounce it off to Danny Rose. Now to the corner right side to get it off to Rose. Inside to Cleaver. He's tripped up by Arnaud. Gets it back. Fires it on the turn-on jumper, and the lane is up and good. And Matt Cleveland has a lot of points here in the third period for Mason City. 52-27 your score. There's Cadis to the corner left side. Gilmore will drive in, pulls up from the baseline left side. It's up and good with a 10-foot jump shot by Jordan Gilmore. He's got 9 in the contest, again a season high for Gilmore. 54-27. Bounce pass to Stambaugh at the foul line. And he'll dribble it down to the left corner. Now to Cleaver. Left of the key, goes inside to Danny Rose, who will drive in right hand layup. No good. Rebound to Litwiller, who will bounce it ahead to Taze. James into the front court. Throws it right corner. Gilmore for 3. It's up and air ball. A rebound underneath comes down to Cleaver. And Mason City up and running inside of 3 to go in the third period. Here's John Lee. He'll give it up to Danny Rose. Rose with the left hand on the dribble, picked up by Cadis. Now to Lee. Dribbles it to the right of the key. He'll fire it to the top of the circle to Stambaugh. Bounce pass inside to Cleaver. It's knocked away by Arnaud. Arnaud running in the front court. Left hand layup. He'll go up to the dunk. He's fouled, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Boy, Arnaud went to the thunder. That went home. But was fouled hard from behind by Stambaugh. That'll be the second personal foul called against Mason City as a team in the second half. The third of the game called against Stambaugh. 54-27 your score with 2:33 to go in the third period. Austin Arnaud at the line for Ames High. First free throw is up and good by Arnaud. He's got 10 now in the game. Ames High with 3 players in double figures. Cadis, Marsden, and now Arnaud. Chris Gensinger now into the contest for Mason City. Ames High getting ready to go with their substitutions. Eric Bunker into the contest. The free throw up and good by Arnaud, who hits both free throws. And 56-27 your score in favor of Ames High with 2:33 to go in the third period. Danny Rose will slowly walk it ahead down the floor, left to the right. With his right hand on the dribble as he breaks the half-court line. Now will cross over as he works it to the near side of the court, picks up his dribble way out front. Bounces it to the top of the circle to Brent Walker. Now to Rose, left side, driving in with the right hand, goes in the lane, flips it left. There is Cleaver, and he'll put it up and in. And it's a 56-29 lead. Here's Marsden in the lane, right hand layup, no good. Rebound fought for. Litwiller gets it, he'll fire it up, can't get it to go, and the rebound underneath goes to Mason City and David Ash. It's inside of 2 minutes to go in the third period. 56-29. Little Cyclones with the lead. Ash passes it back outside to Rose, who's standing in between the circles. Works it to the near side wing to Walker. Now to Ash, top of the circle, back left, it goes to Rose. Guarded by Chris Voss. Here's a three on the way by Walker. It's up, no good. Rebound comes down to Marsden, who muscles it away from Rose. To Voss, front court left side. Here's Bunker, pulls up right hand layup, no good. Rebound, Litwiller in the lane. Jumper deflected away. And Litwiller will get it back. He'll fire up a right hand. Shot, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound and is fouled. That's Nick Litwiller working hard underneath. And the foul is going to be called against Matt Cleveland. That's his first. And Nick Litwiller to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. First one on the way is up and no good. 56-29. Little Cyclones with the lead and checking out Ryan Cadis. Ames High going deep into their bench as Josh Beckman will be into the contest. Litwiller hits 1 out of 2 and it's 57-29. Litwiller with 3 points in the contest. 1:10 to go in the third period. Mason City with the ball in the front court. Here's Cleveland. Back left side to Getson. They put on the floor, gives it up to Brent Walker. Picked up by Bunker. Walker works it to the near side wing to the top of the circle. Hank Weirson also into the contest as backing in. That time for Mason City was Ross Piersma. Here is Ash. He'll bounce it off to the right to Walker. Inside to Cleveland. Layup right hand up, no good. Partially deflected away by Chris Voss. And the Little Cyclones come with the ball in the front court. Bunker to Voss to reset. Chris will pass it to the left side wing as they get it off to Weirson. Out of the top of the circles, they work it off to Beckman. Back to Weirson. He'll bounce it inside to Litwiller as it's stolen away. Ball loose on the floor and it's picked up by Mason City. Inside of 15 seconds to go here in the third period. Mason City with the basketball. Here's Walker, left side wing for three. It's up, no good. Voss gets the rebound with 7 seconds to go in the third period. Voss drives the lane, right hand layup is up, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it comes down to Mason City, and that will be the end of the third period. Ames High with an 18. They get a bigger lead than that. A 29-point lead over Mason City. 57-29 your score. Back in a minute. Yeah, 28. Thanks. Welcome back. The Ames High Little Cyclones with a 28-point lead at 57-29 with 7:53 to go in the game. Ames will have the basketball. Gilmore, Bunker for three, top of the circle. It's up, no good. Rebound comes underneath the Mason City as John Lee will track it down. Beckman and Voss also into the lineup. Here's a three from the corner by Mason City. It's no good. Rebound tip around. It comes to Lee. He'll bounce it to the middle, and the layup is there by Corey Tass. His first bucket of the ball game. 57-31 your score. Gilmore will run the offense for Ames High at the point. Throws it near side wing to Chris Voss. Out of the top of the circle to Litwiller, back right to Gilmore. Jordan will look to penetrate into the left hand of the lane, kicks it down to the baseline. Litwiller with a soft jump shot, left it too soft as it rolls off the side of the rim. The rebound to the weak side of Mason City. Danny Rose into the front court on the drive. Left hand layup, good. Coast to coast by Danny Rose. That's his first bucket since early on in the second period. And it's a 57-33 lead for Little Cyclones with 6:56 to go in the game. Ames High with the lead and the ball. There's Beckman, left side of the key to Bunker. Now they go back to Voss for three, right wing. It's up, no good. Rebound to Litwiller in the lane. He'll lose it in traffic, out of bounds. Last touch by Ames High, and Mason City will get it back. Your score, Ames High out in front by 24 over the Mason City Mohawks. So very impressive performance thus far for Ames High. They started fast and looks like they're going to finish fast with 6:32 remaining in the game. Marcus Allen into the contest for Mason City. They go with the alley-oop to him. His layup up, no good. Cass had the alley-oop pass there, but Allen couldn't finish. And the rebound to Ames High. Gilmore will have it front court near side of the floor. He'll toss it to Bunker, reverse it right side. It goes to Voss. He'll look to penetrate in, flips it to the lane to no one in particular, and it's turned over. That is just the 5th turnover of the game against Ames High. And Mason City will get it back. 57-33, 6:10 remaining. Mohawks will slowly walk it ahead. Cass will cross over between his legs on the dribble. Finds Rose at the high post right side. He'll fire up a jumper and hit it. Right high post from 14 feet away. Danny Rose will can the J. And it's 57-35 in favor of the Little Cyclones. Ames into the front court. Reverse it to the far right side of the court to Bunker. Now back to Gilmore on the wing. Gilmore will put it on the floor. Gives it up to Voss. Now left side to Bunker. He'll drive in the lane. Pulls up right hand jump shot up. No good. Rebound tipped around and it comes down to Mason City. And a timeout taken by the Mohawks with 5:30 remaining in the game. It'll be a 30 with the basketball on the floor. They've got John Lee, Corey Tass, Marcus Allen, Max Stambaugh out on the floor. They'll bounce it into the corner right side as they shift it off to a new Mohawk out on the floor. That'd be Jesse Hickok. Hickok with it. He'll fire up a 17-footer, left it short off the front end of the rim. Rebound to Ames High. Bunker, front court, top of the circle, driving in, kicks it to the right side corner. They're going to call a charge on Bunker. As soon as he passed the ball away, ran right into Corey Tass. So Eric Bunker will pick up his first personal foul, the 4th team foul against Ames High here in the second half. 5:03 remaining. Mohawks will have the ball. Stambaugh has it stolen away as Beckman picks it up, goes down the floor, tries to dunk it, misses it. Layup good by Gilmore. We're going to count the bucket. We'll find out what happens, but how about that? The big guy getting down the floor and Josh Beckman.
Basket by Jordan Gilmore.
Gilmore will pick up the bucket and then the foul.
Fouls on Marcus Allen.
Gilmore now with 11. Foul on Allen. And now a full timeout taken by Ames High. We'll be back in 1 minute, 4:52 remaining, 59-35 your score. You're listening to KASI.
Gilmore with one shot.
Back at Ames, trying to finish up the three-point play.
Welcome back here to Ames High Gymnasium. Little Cyclones with a 59-30 lead. Gilmore misses the front end of the opportunity that he had there at the foul line to try to convert the three-point play. And then a foul against Ames High against the Cyclones. Brandon Seidels, who just checked into the contest, that's his first. 59-35, Mohawks with the ball. Having the Stambaugh, he'll drive the lane, floats up a 14-footer, can't get the ball, rebound underneath, goes to Mason City, and then a foul against Ames High. 4:35 remaining. Ames High has cleared out their bench. Stambaugh to the line right now.
Max Stambaugh to the line for the Mohawks.
And picking up the foul for Ames High, it is Brandon Seidels. The free throw is up and good by Stambaugh as he makes the front end of the two-shot opportunity. And he now has 5 points in the game. 59-36. Mohawks in the lineup with Seth Truca. Next free throw is up, left it short. Rebound goes to Clear. He can't get the shot to fall. Rebound by Allen. Putback is not there. Rebound underneath comes down to the Ames High Little Cyclones and Brandon Seidels. 59-36 Little Cyclones into the front court. Here's a three from the left corner. It's up and good by Brian Larson. 62-26 Little Cyclones. Allen on the other end hits the answer.
Marcus Allen answers for three.
That's his first field goal of the game, 62-39. Little Cyclones out in front. Ames to the inside. Seidels with a turn on jumpers. Up, no good. Rebound comes down to Mason City. And here come the Mohawks. Into the front court. Truca with the ball at the point. Picked up by Chris Voss. Looks to go inside to Cleaver. Now they dump it in for him. They go on the right block. Shot up, no good, but he's fouled on the backside by Brandon Seidels. Got a little piece of the body on his shot attempt by Matt Cleveland. 62-39, 3:44 remaining in the game. Ames high with a lead. They've led throughout, 21-7 after the opening period, 19-11 after the second. Ames high had a huge lead going into the fourth period of play. So Vance Downs and his team holding on here, not holding on, just kind of laying one on. Mason City tonight turned their third victory in Iowa Conference play. Ames trying to go to 6-1 as well overall. The next free throw is up, left it short, rebound in the lane, comes down to Hank Wilson. He'll have it front court right side of the corner. Here's a three by Brian Larson. This time he's wide of the hoop. Wilson tracks down the rebound. He'll bounce it to the inside to his teammate Beckman, but it's kicked away, and Mason City will get it back. 3:31 to go in the game. 62-39 your score. In favor of the Little Cyclones. Truca will work it ahead, flashing two fingers up the air with the left hand with the right hand on the dribble. Brings it across the half-court line. Mason City will play it over to the far side to Allen. They go inside to Stambaugh, who's pushed from behind by Brian Larson. And the 6'1" player for Ames High will pick up the personal foul. That's his first. Team foul number 8, so Stambaugh will be at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 3:20 remaining. Mohawks down, but at the line. The free throw up and good by Stambaugh. Tonight from the charity stripe is 2 out of 3. 22-point lead for Ames High, make it a 21-point lead. 62-41 as Stambaugh hits both free throws. Now in the lineup for the Mohawks, checking in for the first time will be Sean Birdsall. So that bench for Mason City completely used, as is Ames High. Every player suited up is getting a chance to play tonight. As we figure with a sizable lead. Here's Hank Weirson, front court left wing. Weirson takes a couple of dribbles to his left, will hand it off to Beckman. He'll give it up to Chris Voss. He'll drive the lane. Voss pulls up, jumper is high, arcing shot is good from 10 feet away by Chris Voss, and that is just the second player off the bench tonight to score, making the third for Ames High. The three-pointer by Allen, no good. Voss gets the rebound. Dribble it ahead for Ames High. Voss will now drive in. A floating right-hand jumper, no good. Rebound to Allen. 3-on-2 opportunity for Mason City. Allen continues to dribble in, and he'll lose it in traffic. Hank Pearson with the steal. Hank down on the other end. He'll drive to the hoop. Right-hand layup, no good, but a body block foul called against Mason City. And Hank Weirson will go to the line to shoot some free throws for Ames High. 2:32 remaining in the game. 64-41. Little Cyclones out in front.
On Truca's first.
Wearson's first free throw is up, no good as he left it too long off the back end of the iron. Girls playing tomorrow night. They travel to Marshalltown. A big showdown there. The next free throw is up and good by Weirson. So Hank hits 1 out of 2. 65-41 your score. Little Cyclones well out in front. 2:23 remaining in the game. Mason City will pass it to the near side wing to Truca. They look to lob it into the block right side as they get it in. The turn-on jumper is up and good by David Ash. 65-43. Little Cyclones back up by 22. 2:05 to go in the contest. Ames with the ball. Again, the sizable lead. Here's Voss on the wing right side. Throws it to the block left side. Turn-on jumper no good by Beckman, and the rebound comes down to Truca of Mason City. Front court right side. Looking to drive in is Getzinger. His wild layup no good. Rebound comes down to Ames High. Skying that time for it was Josh Beckman. Voss into the front court. Drives in the left hand. Floats a right hand shot no good. Beckman picks up the loose ball underneath. Pump.